Be me, 18, feminist, proud to run a huge Instagram page for women's empowerment. Got over 40,000 followers now for reminding women that men suck and we rule the world. We have a weekly series called Fix Your Energy Sis, known for roasting male dating profiles. Built my whole platform helping women weed out low-effort men. Even got called the female Andrew Tate once, but woke. You? I have hair, bro. Half my comments are dudes saying I must be single. Other half are girls saying they wish they had my confidence. Secretly, both are wrong. I'm just really good at curating the feed. Like my life is a Pinterest board for hating men. My best reel was this guy who compared Tinder to a job hunt. I apply 100 times a day, get ghosted by HR every time. I laughed for 3 minutes, captioned it, "Maybe the problem is you don't qualify." Comments went wild, but one guy commented, "Try dating as a man for 1 week, bet you fold." Comments started getting lots of likes. His other bozo guy friends started commenting the same thing too. Didn't even hesitate. Men need to try harder and this experiment will prove it. Replied. Challenge accepted. Plan to turn it into content. Ready to crush it since I always give the best pickup lines to men. Taught men how they really need to talk and say things like, "Hey, I just wanted to say I respect your boundaries, unless they include not talking to me." Thought I was going to break the algorithm again. Downloaded a bunch of dating apps. Thinking whose pics to use. I can't just use some regular ugly dude because what if he actually gets less matches, lol? Probably going to ask my brother. He's pretty good looking. Going to run this challenge on easy mode. Should be able to prove these incels wrong. Used my brother's old pics. He's 30. Good jawline. Friendly vibe. Bio was basic, but solid. Plant dad. Software development, love dogs, and Sunday pancakes. Added 1 gym selfie, 1 travel pic, and no shirtless ones. Duh. Girls say they want a good guy, so that's what I made. Before launching, I made a voice note to the group chat. Gonna pull baddies in 24 hours? Watch this. The girls hyped me up. Men just don't try hard enough. Felt like I was about to win a court case, like my brother was about to become Exhibit A for proof women are just better. Even considered doing a TED talk after Why Men Suck, a data-driven humiliation. No idea I was walking into a digital brick wall. Day 1. First thing in the morning, created accounts on Tinder, Hinge, Bumble. Was honestly excited. Felt like I was doing a social experiment for the people. Started swiping. An hour later, and like 40 to 50 swipes in, no matches. Figured maybe it takes time to warm up. Algorithm has to trust the account, I told myself. Kinda annoyed though. I know I'm right, but why is it always when you're right, the universe tries to prove you're not, lol? Even changed my location to a busier city. Thought maybe my area just had too many boring women, even though that literally makes no sense. Guys always tell me it's a numbers game, so I started playing like it was bingo. Whatever. Still have 6 days left. I'm a feminist, so of course I'm not going down without a fight. Went to bed kinda smug, like, they're not ready for how I'm gonna crush this. 3 hours later, checked my phone again. This time, got a match. Jessica, 37, single mom, and a bit curvy. I think it's a great start. Diversity is amazing, and men need to learn that. Let's go. I'm already ovulating at the thought of those incels getting wrecked. Whip out my signature pickup line. Hey, I just wanted to say I respect your boundaries, unless they include not talking to me. Go to the toilet, can't wait for her to melt at my line. Come back 5 minutes later. Got unmatched. What the duck? Actually feel my blood pressure start to rise. Almost faint at the thought of not being able to prove these guys wrong. Yeah, must be a bot, or another dude behind some female account. Because if it's gonna be like this, then I wanna quit already, feels worse than dying, whatever. Sat there staring at the blank screen. Felt weirdly insulted. Then reminded myself this is exactly why men need to step up. If a woman unmatches you, it's not rejection. It's her setting boundaries. Men should respect that instead of crying about it. Still stung though, but I told myself I was collecting data for the cause. Day 2, woke up. 1 match on Tinder. Typed out a basic opener. Hey, your dog is adorable. What's his name? No reply except some weird link. Opened it just to realize the 1 match I got was some bot trying to bait me into buying her OnlyFans. Somehow, got unmatched by the bot in 2 hours too. LOL. Checked Bumble now. Still 0 matches. Kept telling myself maybe I need better lighting on the pics. It's not the content, it's the angle. Decided to ask my girl squad on Insta what their dating app experiences were like. Ladies, how many messages do you get on dating apps in a day? One girl said 76. Another said she deletes the app every few days because it's too much. Started feeling, I don't know, tension in my chest. The other guys replied asking me to show the results as we went along. Ugh, told myself I'm just adjusting. Reframed it as a growth exercise. Day 3. Got one match on Hinge. Cute girl, long hair with a puppy. Opened with, "Hey, I love your aesthetic. Cute dog too. What's her name?" She replied, "The X." Typed back, "What breed is she?" Left on scene. 2 hours later, unmatched. Made a TikTok. Smiling, but it was fake. Captioned, "Day 3 of proving Tinder isn't that hard." Comments were split. Guys saying, "Now you get it." Girls saying, "He's just not hot enough." Like? It's my brother's face, and he's objectively pretty good looking. Just like me. LOL. Day 4. Got flagged on Hinge. Email said I violated community guidelines. Hate dumb. The only convo I had was with the girl with the cute dog. The one that replied with 3 letters and ghosted me. LOL. Guess she reported me. Thought about making it a reel. Dating tip number 182. Existing politely is now harassment. Instagram story that night. Reminder. Being a man doesn't give you a pass to be boring. Raise your game. But deep down, it wasn't even about being boring. I was playing it safe. No creepy lines, no aggressive stuff. Just polite, thoughtful openers. And still, got treated like spam. Must be the wrong group of women. Everything is probability, right? I must be getting a grumpy batch. Day 5. No new matches on Tinder or Hinge. Finally get one on Bumble. Girl has weird angle photos, barely any bio. But desperate times. She opens with, "Hey daddy, you into fun?" Weird vibe, but maybe she's just spicy. Reply, "Hey there, you seem cool. What kind of fun?" She drops a link. "Click here to see my private snaps." What the duck? Literally catfished by a premium Snapchat bot. Tried reporting the profile. App says, "Thank you, we'll review this." Profile still online next day. So bots are fine, but I get flagged for saying hi? My friends kept asking for updates. "How's it going, girl?" Kept deflecting. Algorithms punishing new accounts? The engagement curves delayed, literally invented excuses faster than ChatGPT. Then I saw a TikTok stitch of my day 3 rant. A dude made a facecam reaction. She thought being a guy on Tinder was easy. 1,000 likes in like 2 hours. My face frozen on his thumbnail mid-sentence. One guy DM'd me, "Now multiply that by 10 years. Almost replied with sympathy, but stopped. Can't let them win. They'd never let me forget it. Scroll back through all the convos. 3 out of the 5 matches I got in total either unmatched or sent a link. One literally replied, "Wanna make money, daddy?" I'm pretending to be a software dev, not a desperate simp. Made a story rant. Can we talk about the scam bot epidemic on these apps? Got replies from guys saying, "Welcome to our daily life." Every day is just spam, rejection, or humiliation. Kinda wanted to argue, but couldn't even come up with a comeback. Deleted the story. Even thought about buying Tinder Gold for research purposes. But then remembered that's what guys do when they're desperate. And I'm not desperate. I'm just committed to my content strategy. Yeah, that's it. Day 6. Tried swiping again with new hope. Adjusted the bio to be more fun. Fluent in memes. Voted best brunch maker 2021, still nothing. Even tried matching with profiles I normally would have roasted. One girl looked like she took pics with a calculator. Still, no response. 0 matches. Not even a scammer today. Which somehow felt worse. Went back to Hinge. Reread the old rejection from day 3. Realized she unmatched and reported me after I asked about her dog. A dog. How do you get unmatched and reported for talking about a pet? Checked my brother's old Hinge messages out of curiosity. The only ones there were chats where nobody replied, and bots. Realized mine were way better. Still got the same results though, so maybe effort isn't the magic bullet I thought it was. Posted another TikTok. Captioned, "Starting to think men aren't the problem after all." But I was lying. Still needed to hold on to some kind of superiority. Can't sway too much to men, or I'll lose followers too, LOL. Just realized women can be pretty emotional, huh? Then again, maybe women are emotional because men make us that way. They disappear, they cheat, they lie about intentions. So yeah, if a guy feels ignored online, maybe he's just paying back the karma. Besides, men invented these apps, right? Maybe they just coded their own suffering. Kinda poetic when you think about it. They swipe like gamblers, then cry when the machine doesn't love them back. Maybe it's not even about women. Maybe they just hate not being chosen. Day 7. Hit full spiral. Woke up to no notifications. Checked phone 3 times in 10 minutes. Downloaded a 4th app just to try. One of my girlies recommended it for when she was going on a healing trip. It's called OKCUPIDLOL. Bio imported from Hinge. One message, you want to join my premium room? Another, I like your vibes, join my Telegram? Just stared at screen. Why is being a man online like being spam folder manager? Started imagining if my actual brother ever goes through this. Like, every single day? No attention. Just scams, ghosts, dead chats, and that's if you're lucky. If not, flagged and banned. Imagined writing a think piece about this. I went undercover as a man and realized dating is a scam. Probably would get 1 million reads, but then I'd have to admit the guys were right. And that's just not happening, because they're not right. Opened Instagram, read comments from the original challenge accepted post. Top liked one said she's going to delete the apps by day 6 and make some ridiculous excuse. Felt attacked. Because that was exactly what I was planning to do. Called my brother that night, told him what happened, expected him to say something like, "Damn, that's insane." Instead, he just said, "Yeah, that's just how it is." Like it was normal. Like every guy just wakes up expecting this. Told him the stats, 9 matches, 5 scams, 0 conversations. He just went, "Yep." Said it's not about effort. It's about being invisible unless you're rich, jacked, or hilarious. I tried to argue. Then I realized I had nothing. Just sat there silent. But of course, I told myself he was just being negative. Still convinced men just need better energy. Spent night in bed. Lights off. Phone on Do Not Disturb. Kept refreshing Tinder. Just hoping one message would land. Even a scammer. Even a, "Hey." Nothing. Scrolled my own old photos. Wondered if I'd match with myself. Probably not. Tried messaging one of the old matches again. Said, "Hey, how's your week been?" She'd unmatched already. Felt like whispering into a void. If that void charged $19.99 for premium access. Day 8. Officially gave up. Deleted all the apps. Reopened Instagram. Posted a photo of myself with the caption, "Being seen isn't the same as being chosen." Girls hyped me up. Preach, queen. They could never handle your glow. But I didn't believe it. Not this time. Wrote in Notes app. I used to say men are entitled for wanting attention. Now I see they just want someone to care they exist. But never posted that one. Lowell sounds like mommy issues low-key, but somewhat real too. And pretty raw. Told myself it's the system that's broken. Not me. Not women. Not society. Just the apps and stuff aren't coded right. Nah, right? Day 9. Couldn't sleep. Kept replaying that comment in my head. She's going to delete the apps by day 6 and blame vibes. Okay, yeah, maybe they were right, but did they have to be so smug about it? Decided to finally post a video summary. Sat down with ring light, hair done, lashes on. Wanted to look composed, but also honest. Caption. I tried dating apps as a man for a week. Here's what happened. Opened with my usual tone, cheeky, confident. So remember when I said dating apps aren't hard for guys? Yeah, about that. Explained the profile. Good pics. Normal, polite messages. Clear bio. And then said what happened. I matched with 9 people across 3 apps. 5 were bots, 2 unmatched after 1 message. The other 2 were borderline scams. Paused, inhaled, then added, I didn't get a single actual conversation going. Comments came in fast. Men, told you. Now multiply that by 3 years straight. Every day is day 6. One guy said, that's just Tinder with the training wheels off. Girls, OMG, no way, it's that bad. Maybe the algorithm punished you for being too average. LOL. You probably needed more masculine energy. Read those and wanted to scream. Felt that weird pull, like I had to defend my failure, even though it wasn't really mine. Made another post on stories. White background, black text. If dating apps are so full of fake accounts, how are men supposed to feel real? Added poll, for men only. Have you ever been ghosted for saying hi? 75% yes. Other 25% were women who still voted either way, replying saying, I just don't like dry openers. Ugh, dry? He said hi. What do you want? A Netflix trailer? Commented back to the guy who started it all. The OG Challenge You guy, his name was Josh. Messaged him privately. Okay, you were right, it's brutal. He replied, told you. Glad you saw it yourself. No gloating, just tired sounding. Asked him, do Do you think men are just invisible now? He said, invisible until rich, until jacked, until funny, or until they quit trying. Felt that, deep in my chest, not because I pitied them, but because for once I got a glimpse of their silence. Next post, recorded face to cam, no makeup this time, just me in a hoodie, said, I learned a lot from this. But honestly, I think dating apps are broken. Too many bots, too many fake profiles, too much performative stuff. People don't talk like humans anymore. Tried to soften the blow. I'm not saying men have it harder. Pause. But they don't exactly have it easy either. Asked my audience, men, when did you stop expecting replies? Do you ever get tired of reaching out first? Do you feel like people only talk to you when they want something? Posted a screenshot of my stats. 300 plus swipes. 9 matches, 5 were scams. Captioned, this is what happens when you follow the rules as a guy. Got DM from guys. One said, welcome to the inbox desert. We've got tumbleweeds and trauma. Laughed harder than I should have. Kinda wanted to ask him more. Like, how do you even keep trying after years of this? But then I remembered my brand isn't sympathy for men. It's accountability, queen. And you can't be both. Wrote in Notes app, being a man online isn't rejection. It's not even disappointment. It's being processed like spam before you even speak. Left it there for now. But the weirdest part? I missed being seen, even in superficial ways, even from the weirdos, even from the ones who just said, damn girl. This experiment shook something loose in me. Not just about dating, but about effort, about how it feels to be on the outside, even when you're polite, thoughtful, normal. And maybe that's why guys seem cold now, why they stop trying, why they lack game or give up too soon. Because they're not even in the game, they're knocking on the glass. But also, maybe I'm overthinking it. Guys act like dating is war, but honestly, if they just smiled more, opened better, maybe they'd get somewhere. Like I said, energy is everything. Last post I made, photo of a coffee shop window. Caption, I didn't fail. I just found the door was never built for you. Got 1,000 likes. All women. Men didn't even react. Maybe they're used to no one listening. Maybe they stopped talking. Either way, I get it now. Sort of. But don't get me wrong. I still think men are the problem. They need to do better, but maybe we all do. Again, still not gonna pretend men don't create most of the problems too. They ghost. They play games. They ask for pics before names. So yeah, maybe dating apps suck, but maybe men made them that way. I don't know. Just trying to make sense of it. But like, maybe if they actually tried more, they wouldn't feel invisible. Not saying it's their fault, but it kinda is too. Anyways, what do you think? Curious to know. Drop it in the comments. I'll read them all. Maybe.